Senior Hamas official, "The tunnels are for us, the UN can take care of Palestinian citizens."
Here's a summary of the article.
Musa Abu Marzouk, a senior member of the Hamas political bureau, said in an interview with the RT network in Arabic that the tunnels built in Gaza were meant to protect Hamas, and not the residents of the Strip. "It is the responsibility of the UN to protect them," he said. "Everyone knows that 75% of the residents of the Gaza Strip are refugees, and that it is the responsibility of the United Nations to protect them. The responsibility of the occupation to provide them with all services as long as they are under occupation, in accordance with the Geneva Convention," according to Marzouk. On Monday, Abu Marzouk said in an interview with Al Jazeera that the Palestinian Authority and several Arab countries are secretly calling on the West to eliminate Hamas. According to him, "We expected a lot from Hezbollah and our brothers in the West Bank, but we are amazed by the shameful position of our brothers in the Palestinian Authority." Musa Abu Marzouk headed the Hamas delegation that visited Moscow last week. The Russian news agency TASS reported that contacts were held with him in continuation of the Russian line on the immediate release of foreign hostages in the Gaza Strip, also discussed issues related to ensuring the evacuation of Russian and other foreign citizens from the territory of the Palestinian enclave. Abu Marzouk's brother, Yosef Abu Marzouk, was killed in the bombing of the industrial building in Rafah on the sixth day of the war.
This post received a score of 10,000, with an upvote ratio of 89%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Hamas is not pro-Palestine, just anti-Israel.
Not just anti-Israel. Europe, you're next.
Excellent idea. So, all the Hamas members can go into the tunnels, then the IDF can seal them up. Problem solved.
Fill them up with sewage.
But then obviously we'll end up with some kind of mutated super terrorists.
No, not Teenage Mutant Ninja terrorists. Hamas in a half-shell.
Terrorist power.
Radicalized.
Kawa jihad it is.
IDC. If you support Israel or Palestine, this is pure evil and cowardice. No wonder why the West Bank doesn't want to associate with them.
Even the shittiest terrorist organizations throughout history claimed to want a better future for their people. These guys simply do not give a single fuck about anyone.
They believe of a holy afterlife for jihadists. You gotta understand that these people want to die while killing Jews because they have been raised to do it. They're some of the most twisted people I heard of. Sanctity of death.
The guys we're talking about, the Hamas leadership, are all the way in Qatar and not at all interested in a life of martyrdom.
I'm honestly surprised Israel hasn't asked for them to be extradited, and leaned on the US when Qatar refuses.
I would be stunned if Mossad doesn't have agents in Qatar looking for these guys right now. Dubia did a lot of stupid shit, but he was right to say we will not differentiate between the terrorists and the states that harbor them.
Except he ignored most of the states actually hosting, funding them because it was politically inconvenient.
We will not differentiate between terrorists and the states that harbor them. We will bomb the poor ones and ignore the rich ones.
Italy was extremely offended the CIA sent a team to kidnap a radical cleric allowed in Italy for torture back in his native Egypt. This happened back when George W. Bush was POTUS. Officially, none of the agents can set foot in Italy without risking arrest.
Greater than Hamas, the tunnels are for us, the UN can take care of Palestinian citizens, and UN agencies are advertising on UK television, asking for funds to give aid to those citizens, doing exactly what Hamas expects.
Ironically, Hamas have also said, Article 22 of their founding charter, that the UN is controlled by the Jews.
These guys aren't Mensa candidates. They're worse than MAGA repeating what they hear on Fox News.
Hamas doesn't care about the Palestinian people. They only care about their political gains. Their leaders and spokesmen live outside Gaza. They are sacrificing innocent civilians to put pressure on Israel in front of the international community. It's time the Palestinians reject these demagogues who are using Palestinian blood to further their ideological and political aims. And it's about time the Palestinians get representatives who really care about their needs and improve their quality of life. And it's time that the Palestinians get their own demilitarized state.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.